Yes, so I'm really just sitting here. I wanted to make this video. I don't really have much to say, but there's a lot on my mind. That sounds familiar. But I was just discussing with my cat about things that I want to do and all the possibilities that my family and I, who are all pretty much, lower M class, we don't really have a lot, and it pains me aside to think about those things and just look at my mom's and my dad's and just see that, with all the years that they've served and all the things that they've done, we don't really up front, what's what I'm looking for, we don't really have, just when you look at it from the surface, we don't really have a lot to ourselves or our names. And it pains me because that's what it looks like up front, and that's kind of the presumption that with my mom more than my dad. It's the presumption that I get from my mom, and that's kind of where her mind is. And it pains me inside because I look at her position and I look at what we have, and it's not a lot up front, but there's just, with the right knowledge, with the right guidance, we really can make the most and make a lot out of what we have. But I'm mainly saying this because it leads to a bigger societal thing, and that bigger societal thing is people are so drowned up to their faces in debt and confusion and depression and sadness, and they're just so suffused. I think that's the right word. They're so suffused with these things that they can't see year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now. And it's not to any fault of our own, it's to the fault of what we were taught and the traditional and conventions that we were told as we was growing up. And even now, it's only gotten worse nowadays. It's even worse nowadays. But I still see my mom's, suffering so much, and I feel helpless because there's thoughts in my mind that I can't rightfully share or fitfully share to something that, as for right now, I think she understands, because, as I was saying before, we are so suffused, and we as American people, my family included, are so suffused with debt and confusion up to our eyebrows that we can't look ahead and we can't see the other side of the tunnel. Just we go down the tunnel and it's never ending, and we just feel helpless and hopeless. And one of the bottom fields of consciousness is apathetic. Eventually we just become apathetic and indifferent, and that right there is no better than dying, because once you're indifferent, you are no better than dead, because there's not anything you feel or want or even desire to do to get yourself out of that situation. And there's so much, I say I have my mind, but it's so much I don't know how to say, don't know what to say, or can't really say. And I just wanted to share this on I think it's day 30 now. I'll share this on my day 30 of my 90-day Path to 5K, that even though us, people who I believe are watching this video, people who I believe I relate to, that A lot of us are almost at that state of apathy, but we're not there quite yet. We want to do better and be better for ourselves, and it's one of the things that inspired me to even start the blog. And I believe there's a post that I have on my blog, and I'll search for it. It's deep in it. I'll post the link in the description. I want you to click on that if I can find it and understand what I mean when I say the levels of consciousness. And my goal here is to take myself out of that and protect myself from falling apathetic, and also help you to do that. But at the same time, those of us who aren't apathetic or who are on a successful path to growth, and I have a lot of friends that are on that path, and I'm grateful for that. But the generation before us just usually doesn't comprehend how we think or what we do. And even though we look like we're doing good and we look like life is all good, you can see from my videos before, I'll put another video up in one of these corners about heartbreak energy. But even though we look like we good and life is good, and I try to portray myself as a man with means, like there's still a lot of deep-seated grooves and kinks and issues with my armor that I continue to try to rebuild. And just as I was sitting here speaking with my cat's name's Simba, speaking with him, like it really came to focus that there's ish on my mind, and I just needed to share it, and that's why I wanted to make this video. And check out the link in the description. Hopefully I'll be able to find the blog article I was talking about, and also check out the videos I post up after this, mainly the heartbreak energy one, simply because I just want you to understand me better and understand that though I portray myself as a man with means, there's still a lot of ish going inside me that I have trouble confronting and fighting, that puts me in prolonged states of pensiveness. And I think that's something a lot of people can relate to. And I appreciate taking the time to watch this video. I know it's going long, but thank you. And I want to wish you the best, and I pray for you and your family that together we can hold hands and get up out of here and be where we're meant to be. It's Lugh Poetek signing out. This is day 30 of my 90-day fast 5K. Check me out.